here. St. Patrick's Day is coming up, and guess what we've got this week? We've got a hot corned beef dip. Now last year we did actual corned beef. It takes a lot of time. Sometimes you want something quick. So this is a really quick, easy recipe for a dip that you can use. It's awesome. So we're going to start out with about a ½ pound, 8 ounces of cream cheese here. Okay, so we got our cream cheese. We got it softened up already. We're going to add about a ½ cup of sauerkraut to that. And of course, we need some Swiss cheese. So we got some shredded Swiss cheese here. About a cup of that there. Throw that in there. And then we need a little bit of sour cream. And we got about a ¼ cup sour cream there. And then our last thing that we're going to use before we add our corned beef is we're going to use our Muscadine Carolina mustard barbecue sauce. Now, if you guys haven't had this, this is good on just about anything, but it is really good in this dip. So take about a ¼ cup of that, mix that in, and then you're going to take a big spoon, biggest spoon as you can find. Let's add a little bit more cheese there. That got stuck in the bottom. And we're just going to mix this up. Now, the reason I'm mixing this up before we add that corned beef, it's just easier to mix, I'm telling you. Now, look at that. We've got that mixing, and you just want to get it just so it is all incorporated there. And, you know, you don't have to worry about it too much. You just don't want any big chunks. Because those big chunks, even if you get a couple small chunks in there, they're going to melt all together once you put in this oven. Because what we're going to end up doing is putting this in a 400-degree oven for about 15 minutes. So we've got all that mixed. See that? Doesn't that look good? Just like this. But wait until this all melts. Now, we've got some coarse chopped corned beef here. And there's about a ½ pound of that there. Mix that all together with that cheese mix and that Carolina mustard muscadine barbecue sauce. And again, just kind of fold it over. It's a little bit easier if you just kind of fold it over. And if you want to, if your family's eating this or your friends, you can mix it with your hands. You know, it's all gonna cook out in the end anyway. So here we go. We got that all together. That looks mixed really well. We're gonna take about a 9x9 baking dish. Just put that all in there like this. Just get it kind of in the center, and then you're going to spread that out as soon as you get all that in there. So get that all there in the center. Get all that goodness out of there. You don't want to leave any of that in a bowl. And then just kind of spread it out like this right here. And you know, if it doesn't get exactly even, again, that's not a big deal, because once you get this in the oven, it's all going to kind of melt together. So it's not a big deal if it's not completely even. You want to get it looking something like that. And of course, I like my cheese. So I'm going to take some cubed Swiss cheese and just kind of sprinkle that over the top. Just to add more of that creamy deliciousness when you get ready to serve this. So let's get that all over the top. Just kind of even it out nice. And we're using Swiss cheese. If you're not a big fan of Swiss cheese, you can use any other kind of cheese you want to. I know, you know, most of the time you think of Reuben's, you think of Swiss cheese. I happen to like mozzarella or provolone too, and I've had this dip with that, and it's good also. So you can use some different kind of cheeses on top, but I would suggest that you use that Swiss cheese when you mix that all together. That's what it's going to look like. We're going to take this, throw it in the oven, 400 degrees for about 15 minutes. It's going to be delicious. Alright, so we got our corned beef hot dip out of the oven, and what we want to do next, need a little bit of greenery on top here. So we got some chives, so we're going to add some chives to the top of this. That'll give you your vegetables, because this is so full of vegetables. You just want to add some on top. I don't even know, I guess chives would really be a root, right? So not a vegetable, but close enough. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to show you this because this looks awesome. Look at that. Doesn't that look great? Now, wait till you taste this. Now you can do pretty much anything you want. Rye bread, maybe make some rye toast, dip that in there. Some pita chips. I'm going to use the crackers we make here. You guys who have been here before, you know we make our own onion garlic flavored crackers. We're going to dip that right in there. You can use a spoon if you want, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to dip right out of here. And you got that Swiss cheese melted on top, so let's get a little bit of that on there too, because that's kind of nice and browned up as far as, oh my gosh, the taste. It just made me forget everything I was thinking about. So let's just, the smell on this, let's go. That is awesome. I'm telling you, it's great. And you know what you could do? Instead of putting this in the oven and making it into a dip, we could have just taken that, spread it on a slice of bread, put another piece of bread on top of that, make a nice grilled cheese sandwich out of that. That's a good idea. You guys try that. Let me know what you think about that. Guys, have a great St. Patrick's Day. Till I see you next time, stay safe. We'll see you on the other side. This is Frank, and I'm out.